Hey guys, thanks for coming back. You guys wanted to see my professional kit, and here it is. I will start with this big funny looking thing in the middle here. And if I unwrap this and undo this, it is my brushes. These are all of my brushes, and they're kind of falling out all over the place, so my apologies. Mixture of brushes in here. I got a lot of Sephora brushes. There's some MAC, Crown brush, a couple of Quo brushes in here, so it's a nice mixture of a bunch of really great brushes. Okay, and with that aside, I will show you some of my bigger palettes over here. These are relatively new, and I got these from Crown Brush. This first one is full of blushes and bronzers. I've actually just dimmed the lights a little bit because the lights were kind of whitewashing the colors. So here is the palette of blushes and bronzers there. Hopefully you can see the colors a little bit better. Next one here is foundations. You can totally see the difference in the colors when I change the lights. That's really strange. Okay, so got a bunch of different colors here, and these guys are for color correcting. This beauty right here is my 88 color palette. Lots of amazing colors in there, and you can't go wrong with one of these palettes. It's got everything you're going to need. Over here I've got some of the foundations that I use. These are the Annabelle Skin True foundations. I really like these foundations because they're reasonable and they're very universal. They go really well on if you have dry skin or oily skin. They go well on your skin. They look nice. I find that the colors match easily with different skin tones. They mix really well together if we need to match with other skin tones and stuff like that. So, love these. I really like the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder. And one of the bronzers I like to use as well is the Rimmel Natural Bronzer. I can't complain with these Rimmel powder products. They're really nice, and again, they look good on tons of different skin tones. Of course, the Stay Matte Pressed Powder is in a translucent color, so it's going to look good on everyone. Oh, and this is the Annabelle Skin True Concealer Wheel, and it matches with these guys. Over here I have the High Beam by Benefit. This is an amazing highlight color, and it also goes really well as a base for eyeshadow. And it looks kind of like a nail polish like that. Going back to the powder, I also like the Makeup Forever HD High Definition Powder. I have some sponges as well if I feel like using sponges instead of a foundation brush. This next section here has a lot of lip products. I have a couple of blushes here. This is an Estee Lauder blush, and then this is a blush by Gosh. You can get Gosh Cosmetics at Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada. I'm not sure where else to get them, sorry. This is a nice cream blush. So I've got a mixture of a bunch of different lip products here. That is not a lip product, so I'm going to put that over there. I have a lot of Annabelle pencils, like I've mentioned before. I really like the Annabelle pencils. They come in a bunch of awesome colors. So I've got a bunch of those. This is one of my must-haves. It's a nice big tub from Sephora of clear gloss. I can throw this on top of anything and it gives a gorgeous glossy finish, and I have this in my personal makeup kit as well. Lots of little Sephora glosses here. And when it comes to actual lipsticks, I've got a bit of everything. I've got some Revlon, some Rimmel, Annabelle as well. So I'll just show you some of the colors that I have. This is a really pretty pink color. That's from Rimmel, so I really like that. This is a really natural pinky beige color. It's got a little bit of shimmer in it. It's really gorgeous for bridal. It's a newer one. Getting a little brighter with the pinks. This is a really gorgeous, more red color. Okay, moving over here, I have a bunch of Annabelle pigments. A lot of these nice bright colors. It's a bright blue, green, purple, a little bit of everything in here. This is actually one of my favorites, and I use this personally as well. It's a nice kind of champagne gold color. It's gorgeous. And then I also have a couple of really sparkly pigments from Gosh. I don't know if you can see that. This is more of a slate gray silvery pigment, and that's more gold, so those are really gorgeous. And this is one of my favorite glitters from Makeup Forever. It's the number 3. I have a bunch of gel liners over here. This is my Clinique gel liner, which I'm loving right now for doing on other people and for myself. And this is MAC Fluid Line, and it's in Black Track, and that's great as well. And this is my Quo Cream Liner. This is actually a wet product, and it doesn't set. It's going to stay wet on your lid, so it will smudge. So what I like to use this as is a base. If I'm doing black shadow and I want it to be really bright and black, put this as the base and then put some black shadow on top of it, or another color shadow, and it provides a really, really nice dark black base. And of course, this is my NARS Orgasm Blush. It is gorgeous. It looks great on everybody. I don't know if the color is going to come through. Anyway, this is the MAC palette that I have. This one on the top here is Espresso. This guy is Brulee. This one is called Paradisco. It's a really nice pink coral color, which doesn't seem to be coming up in the light. Oh, there we go. And this one is called, I believe it's All That Glitters. And so these are really nice natural colors, and then I added this nice pink coral color because I think it's a nice little accent if I'm working on a bride or something. These are great colors to use. Next little section down here, I've got a bit of everything as well. I've got a bunch of stuff for brow. These are Quo Cream Brow colors. And then again, quite like the Animal Brow pencils. These are just pencils, and I've got the little brushes here to help brush them out, make it look a little bit more natural. Have some lashes over here. These are Sephora lashes, duo adhesive. It's the only one you should be using anyway. I have some Quo lashes here. Quo lashes are amazing. In fact, you can get lashes pretty much anywhere. I would strongly recommend using duo adhesive over any other lash glue. These are individuals. I like this Sephora brush cleaner. I always keep it in my case just in case I'm working on a bunch of different people and I need to clean my brushes quickly. And usually if I'm working on a bunch of different people, I'll have another bag with me with paper towels in it or whatever to help clean my brushes quickly. Down here I have a couple of little tools that still need to be cleaned. This is a palette that I use to mix foundation, or I usually put everything in this palette and work out of this palette with my brushes just to keep it all nice and sanitary. And of course these little tools to scrape product off of lipsticks or mascaras, things like that. I usually just keep a couple of little things of paper towel here if I'm just working on 1 or 2 people. And I've also got a little baggie with cotton swabs in it because I use these to tidy up foundation, tidy up any fallout underneath the eyes and things like that. I keep these as well in my case, the Quo Makeup Remover Wipes. I love these. I use these all the time, and you never know. Some makeup may need to be removed throughout the process, so I keep these in here just in case. My Vitamin E Face Mist from Body Shop, which I swear by. I also keep some alcohol swabs in here just in case I need to sanitize something. This is my Galaxyl Base Moisturizer, which I use on other people. It's pretty universal moisturizer. It works well with dry skin or oily skin, and you have to find something that will work with a lot of people just so you're not carrying around 500 different moisturizers. And it's pretty reasonable. You can get it at any drugstore. You've seen this guy in my last tutorial, which is my little Smashbox set. It's got some nice browns and purples in there. It's gorgeous. And then another thing that you've seen, I have one for myself, I have one for my kit, the Sephora palette here. This is actually really handy because for personal use, you can pop out these sections, put it in the little compact here, and throw it in your purse. You're good for the day. It's got a little mirror. Or what you can do, if I'm using this professionally on someone else, instead of holding this whole thing and working out of the whole palette, I can just pop it out and hold this and work out of just a smaller palette. It's less to carry around. Just a couple other little things. I've got my Vaseline here, just in case someone has really dry lips. Always have a hand sanitizer on you. Always have to sanitize my hands before I touch somebody's face. Some lash curlers. Oh, and I don't think I took you into the mascaras. I've got just a bunch of little mascaras. There's some Estee Lauder. There's some Rimmel. This is the Rimmel Sexy Curves waterproof, so that's good for brides and things like that. A couple other little ones in here. I don't use them out of the actual bottle. You know, I don't use these wands. I'm sure you saw in my other tutorial I use a small fan brush. So there you go, guys. I really hope you enjoyed a peek into my professional makeup kit.